Hey everyone, so welcome back. Another day in the beautiful Portugal, and today I'm just 40 minutes away from Lisbon in a sunny seaside town called Cascais. And for those of you that don't know, you can actually reach here 40 minutes by the train. It only costs €3 on the train to get here. I'm just starting the day at a really nice beach that I just found, and the beach is called Praia da Reina. It's only a small beach, but it's yeah, it's really nice, and it's only 8 AM, so it's super quiet already. I suppose if you come a little bit later in the day, it's going to be busy, but I got here nice and early today. Views looking out on the boats and the calming waves, surrounded by some really nice buildings as well, and some rocks, lots of rock formations around here. And it's actually really hot already. It's already about 21 degrees and it's only 8 AM. But there is many beaches in Cascais, so I'll show you a few of them along the way. And it looks like on this beach we've also got a beach club. So that probably opens up a little bit later. Now forgive me if my Portuguese isn't very good, but literally just 30 seconds away from that small beach is a bigger beach called Praia de Ribeira Cascais. Yeah, I've been saying Cascais instead of Cascais, so it's Cascais. But you've got this really big beach here, and there's plenty more room to relax. So if the other one is taken up, you've got all this space here. It looks like there's another sort of beach club or something there as well. And there's already people sunbathing. Yeah, it's very peaceful. This one goes on quite a long way as well, all the way down to that building just over there. Been into a little place to have a spot of breakfast called Honest Greens, and it's very tropical inside. It almost reminds me of Bali. For those of you that have been to Bali, there's lots of cafes like this over there, but there's a big choice of things you can get on the menu. I opted for the acai bowl, which was really delicious as well, and it's pretty affordable. It's actually not far away from the train station, so as soon as you come out the station, it's one of the first places there. So next up, and just close by to the beaches that I highlighted before, we have Cascais Citadel, which is just behind me there. Magnificent building on the coast, looking over the sea, and literally just next door to the beach, which you can actually see from here, from this little area that I'm in. You can see the beach. Actually, we've got one beach that side, and just on the other side we've got another one. So yeah, perfect spot for a palace. The building of Cascais Citadel was completed in 1873, and the mansion itself actually became a social hub for like gatherings and meetings, events. And apparently during World War II, the building was actually rumoured to have been a place where they held meetings like for undercover agents. So that's also quite fascinating. But apparently the reason that happened was because this palace was actually in a strategic location during the war. But one place you can check out in Cascais is the village museum, which is just in the main square where I've just been into. And it's free to enter, and you can just learn a little bit about Cascais and the history, all different times in Cascais history, how it developed, and there's also a mention about the earthquake that happened in the 18th century as well, so you can learn a little bit about that. It's free to enter, like I say, so you can probably spend a good chunk of time in there if you wanted to read everything. The next stop is a bit of a green area actually. It's called Jadim Viscon, which is like a beautiful little park area with a statue in the middle with some flowers surrounding it. And one of the main highlights actually is that there's, I'd say, probably about 20 market stalls here with different goods that you can buy, so souvenirs and homemade, home-crafted goods, and even a carousel in the middle, which is really nice too. There's a couple of restaurants around here, but overall it's a really beautiful garden. All the staff that are running the stalls are very friendly. I've been speaking to some of them. And in case you guys are interested, there is a Starbucks here, as well as a ramen place, ramen noodles. There's also a Cantonese restaurant just across the road over there too. So a few different things dotted around. Okay, so next up I've made it to the Citadel of Cascais, which is a huge kind of fortified wall going around this little city as such. And there's lots of little art galleries in here and things to see. There's separate shops with different things going on in each one of them. and I've just been into one which was really cool. It's called Indie Not a Bookshop. So they've got all Portuguese books and English books that you can find in there. And then next door there's a couple of art gallery kind of workshops with different sculptures in and art pieces. So yeah, so far it's a nice place to explore. So the citadel was originally built in the 15th century. It used to protect Lisbon from maritime attacks, but it was expanded significantly in the 16th and 17th century, especially after the reign of King John IV, who wanted to increase the defences in Portugal. So now I've just got a sign here for Park Maratal Carmona, which is this huge park, and it's actually home to lots of different varieties of birds. There's like roosters, which you can already hear in the background throughout this section of the video, as well as little turtles and all kinds of things. There's so many little turtles everywhere. It's actually quite funny seeing them all swimming in the water, and they're all piled up on top of each other on the edge of these little wooden planks as well. Yeah, it's really nice. It's like a little tropical paradise that's tucked away within Cascais. It's like a big open area where you can walk around among the trees, all the lush greenery, and of course among all the variety of birds and wildlife as well. I have just spotted a peacock, so I have to show you. There it is. And from the park you can actually see this building there just behind me, which was blown away by when I came around the corner. Didn't expect to see it, but it's actually a museum called Museu Condes de Castro. It was constructed between 1897 and 1900 by someone called George O'Neill, and the building itself is very neo-Gothic in style. And of course there is a museum inside that you can check out as well, which is holding various paintings and sculptures across the 19th and 20th century, and I believe the entry fee to get in there is around €4, so it's not too bad. We might go and check it out actually. So like most of the museums here in Cascais and Lisbon, you're not allowed to record inside. However, I'm thinking about going inside this one for photos because it does look really nice inside there. It is €5 to enter. I asked at the counter, but they're closed now for a break between 1 and 2 p.m. So if I do go in there and take some photos, I will leave them on screen now for you to see. And yeah, it really is a beautiful building though. Inside the actual grounds, you can walk around the grounds and take videos in there, and it's worth it. It's so peaceful in there, like a little secret garden, a little pocket outside of the city. This is Bakadoo Inferno, which is a collapsed sea cave, and you can see all the waves coming in and hitting the rocks, and it kind of goes under a bit of another kind of natural rock cliff. And the good thing about it is that it is free to enter, and nearby there is a variety of cafes and restaurants and gift shops as well. So if you do need a refreshment after the 20-minute walk, even though it's only 20 minutes, it is really hot, especially this time of year. And the reason it's called Bakadoo Inferno is because during like a high tide or stormy weather, the waves actually crash into the rocks in the opening with an explosive force, and it's like really powerful waves that come out of it and spray. The Pharaoh Museum de Santa Marta is just behind me there, and a bit further down is also the Pharaoh Lighthouse, but at the moment the lighthouse itself is actually undergoing a bit of construction, so it's not very nice to show. It's got just completely covered with scaffolding, and the museum I'm not allowed to record inside, so I can't show you much, but I can show you a little bit of the outside here. You can see some of the architecture of the building. It almost looks quite Asian. These roofs here are actually realise now, just looking at them again, but yeah, and then if you go all the way further down, you have got the lighthouse as well. That does in fact bring me to the end of this video in Cascais today. I have really enjoyed showing you around here. It's been around 7-8 hours of exploring in this heat as well, and it's all been on foot, but these are just some of the main things you can see, and of course there are the museums you can go into as well, which will fill out your day. But of course, for the sake of this video, I can't really show you inside. Something for you to come and explore yourself, and it'll be a nice surprise. But I really hope that you enjoyed watching along on today's video. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.